The Melancholy of Gregory House. Arthur. Darker Sharon. Two of the world's most interesting minds are fated to meet. Watch as Harui and House try to figure out each other. Complaint to House 7X05 in both Harui anime seasons. Updated monthly. Rated T for innuendos. Haru Kion Hade pairings. Author's note: I do not own House, MD, or the Harurai Suzuyama series. This story takes place after Season 7, Episode 1 of House, and after the anime episode Someday in the Rain. It takes place before the disappearance of Haruhi Suzuyama. The Melancholy of Gregory House. Prologue. The typed missive was simple enough. One of his fellows wanted to take a sabbatical. And given the events of the last year, it was understandable and made more sense than more psychodrama of Dr. Foreman. Her talents, though, would be tough to find a temporary replacement for. It had enough information for him to seek out her if the need ever came, but it was clear that she wanted space to do things she wouldn't be able to do in only a few years. He glanced over the message again. It read,
Greg, this is my non-official notice to you that I'm taking a leave of absence due to for my fellowship. I plan on being incognito in the Hijiju Prefecture in Japan for 6 months. The Suryana clan will be my toast for the time being, and my plans do not include practicing medicine for the time I will be in Japan. I have also sent a more formal letter to Dr. Cuddy detailing my reasons for needing some time off. I want to be able to see at least some of the world before my body and mind start to betray me. The others won't understand, but I think you may be able to. Please do not tell Dr. Foreman or anyone else on the team about my plans. All the best to you, and may you always find those puzzles you need to solve in order to stay sane. Goodbye for now. 13. Gregory House, the doctor of the ever-present 5 o'clock shadow, and piercing blue eyes that somehow obscured his 51 years of existence, then took the note and put it away in his secret safe. He understood all too well the allure of Japan, to someone running away from their feelings, and he knew that the mystical archipelago, I mess that up, is where he found himself on more than one occasion. He often wondered whatever had ever happened to that cool-headed and dependable medical student that had helped him find his way all those years ago. If Lisa had ever known that one of his few regrets was that there was a girl that he had met there while he was lost and on the rebound. He mentally filed away those memories once again and decided that there are some details left best buried in the past where they belong. He then heard a knock on his office door. He glanced at his watch and he saw it was close to midnight. Then his best friend, Dr. James Wilson, who looked still somewhat boyish for a middle-aged oncologist, said, Don't tell me you're actually staying here late here to do paperwork for the first time in 10 years, House.
He searched his mind for a few seconds for the line bon mot to tell Wilson,
No, I am writing on my blog about how dreamy Edward Cullen is,
and how him and Bella are the only true pairing of Twilight.
Sam dragged me the last one and made me almost swear in blood out we are in Team Jacob.
Mr. Wilson shuddered.
You of course have to remind me at every opportunity, don't you?
That's why I'm here, House said. Wilson turned to walk out the door, and just before leaving, You weren't thinking about your time in Japan 17 years ago again, right? House grimaced.
It wouldn't matter if I did. Everything was different back then. I was different. No use in disturbing those old ghosts. There's nothing to be gained. Nothing to be solved.
Wilson thought for a moment and said, The fact that you think about me something, certainly it shows how much growth you and Cuddy had gone through since those days. Maybe it's time for you to find closure on this. House then used his cane to get up and turn off the lights to the office and followed Wilson towards the elevator. There was no case that the team was currently working on, and he knew that Lisa would eventually prevail on him to find someone to fill in for 13. This was not going to be enjoyable. However, the upcoming weekend with Lisa was shaping up quite well. He could always play dirty preacher to Lisa's prim and proper goody-goody, just as Hawthorne would never have imagined. Of course, tonight was a night that he was going to be spent alone. Lisa had not yet let him any interaction with Rachel, and that would take all the time for all three to adjust to a new reality. House had no idea if he'd be able to act as a father to anyone. Certainly he was lucky that no one had said that he is a father of their child, since that would entail some responsibility that he would have to take. And he wondered how they'd deal with all the idiots in the world. Of course, he would likely be able to do better than the man who raised him as a father. Tonight, though, he would dream of Japan, and wonder whatever became of that Japanese medical student he knew so long ago. Achoo!